Welcome to the Hudson County Show. Pat Amelia here. You are concerned Hudson County residents. That's why we do the show, and that's why we do it live. If you're watching in Jersey City, you're watching it live on Channel 190. Livestream.com. I can't tell you how much you should download the app. It's free. You get to watch the show on your smartphone, your tablet, your computer, and there's a lot of other programming on Livestream besides me. You're watching us on Facebook. You're watching us on YouTube Live, Apple TV, Google Chromecast, Roku. We are live everywhere. Somewhere along the line, maybe Altice too. They're working on it. They keep saying they're working on it. If you need to get in touch with me, go to HMG TV shows. There you can go to the contact section. If you got a problem with one of the municipalities in Hudson County, we got a problem with the county, you got consumer issues. That's what we do. We are here to help you and entertain you. Now today, I know we got a couple interviews. Jay O'Donnell, we just finished interviewing him. He's running for mayor in Bayonne. We had some glitches there in the transmission, but we'll get it together. Actually, it was starting to bother me, the glitches that were occurring. It's still a way to go with broadband. And I think we got Jimmy Haig from the Hudson Reporter System. He's going to be talking about high school sports. And let's start with a little sports right now. The manager of the New York Yankees, Joe Girardi, isn't coming back. Not exactly sure what happened there and why he decided to leave after 9 years. There's always been issues. There's the relationship he had with the core four, predominantly Jose Posada and Derek Jeter. That couldn't help them. You know, back in the days of George Steinbrenner, if you had won only one World Series in 9 years, you probably would have been gone. There was, you know, he didn't challenge some calls in Cleveland, and that almost cost him. And, of course, we lost Game 7 of the Houston Astros. May have been time for a change. You walk away from a situation like this where you have great talent, you know, Aaron Judge and Hicks and Sanchez. It's probably the most attractive position right now in baseball to be the manager of. Now, from the local standpoint, managing, Derek Jeter is making a lot of changes. He is the owner, part owner of the Miami Marlins, and he's making changes down there. Could be a managerial change. And who is the manager of the Miami Marlins? None other than Don Mattingly. Does he get rid of Donnie? I don't know. If Donnie was available, he would get scooped up immediately by the New York Yankees. I think Don Mattingly is a great choice. And, Jeter, Don Mattingly, George told Don, you have to go, when he was having back issues anyway after 95, Don Mattingly's position on the Yankee roster was taken by Derek Jeter. So it wouldn't be unusual for Derek Jeter to cost Don Mattingly a job again. Be an excellent hire for the Yankees. We'll see what happens. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm also a Giant fan. Talk about being depressed here with Giants. All right, we're going to break for commercial. Remember, if you need me, hmgtvshows.com. Get the contacts, send me an email. I'll help you out. We're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show. Pat Amelia here. You, a concerned Hudson County resident there. Before we do the show. Now, we're concentrating. We do a Jersey City show on Tuesday, and of course, Jersey City is part of Hudson County. But we try to concentrate on the other cities in Hudson County. I said we'll have Jay O'Donnell. He's running for mayor in Bayonne. There's only two announced candidates right now, Jay O'Donnell and Jimmy Davis, the incumbent. We'll go to Hoboken. We're going to start with Hoboken, but we got a lot of cultural issues with that we want to bring up in North Bergen and Union City. Basically, Halloween stuff for the kids. Shouldn't say issues, they're events. Now, Hoboken, it looks like Hoboken is going to get their Sandy flood barrier protections. It looks like their proposal, I think it's called Alternate 3, is going to be selected. And money has been set aside by President Trump, which probably to the shock of Dawn Zimmer, because Dawn Zimmer in Hoboken decided not to run for re-election. The reason being she wanted to go and fight for the better environment and global warming and all that stuff. I'm sure there's another shoe to fall there somewhere as to why Dawn is not running for re-election. But President Trump has agreed to set aside big bucks to handle flood mitigation around the New Jersey and the United States. And Hoboken is going to get these barriers. And it's in NJ.com today. It'll be in the papers tomorrow. So if you're on your computer, split screen it, you can read this on NJ.com. My problem, I'm involved in Seaside Heights in the Jersey Shore also. My kids just bought a home in Seaside Heights. And I have a studio in Seaside Heights. We work with the Ocean County people and Monmouth County people down there. And we are spending billions upon billions upon billions of dollars in mitigating the possibility of flood again from Sandy. And I want to remind you, Sandy wasn't a hurricane when it hit us, but basically it was a tropical storm. It was a once-in-a-lifetime event. I'm 60. We never seen anything like Sandy before. Now, there's all this doom and gloom and global warming and the environment's changing and the ocean's going to rise up and swallow us all and we're all drowned. I don't know in what lifetime all that may occur, if it will occur, because I talk about the global warming, or you hit an ice age again, and the planet's shifting. Well, there were ice ages before. Everything that happened, when we talk about hurricanes and record temperatures, well, we didn't break the record. There's something like from 1920 that was the hottest day, whatever. I'm not sure I buy into all the science there of the environmental change and the global changes. But here with the knee-jerk reaction to Sandy in New Jersey, we're talking about this barrier system for Hoboken. There'll be walls that'll be built inland in Hoboken, sacrificing some of the waterfront properties there. And the barriers will go down to like Weehawken and Jersey City. Now, what happens at the end of those barriers? Because Jersey City's not getting any barriers, so the water just goes around the barrier, I guess, and comes into Hoboken that way and through Weehawken also. And on the Jersey Shore, in Seaside Heights, they're going to put a dune in this year. It's going to be 18 feet high, a sand dune that'll, hopefully mitigate any flooding from the Atlantic Ocean in the Sandy situation. What it'll also do, prevent any visuals of the ocean itself from the boardwalk. This thing is going to be 18 feet high. Right now in Seaside Heights, as we speak, they're reconfiguring the entrances, the ramps, to the beach. Because now the ramps to the beach, instead of going down, because you got to go over an 18-foot dune now, they're going to go up, and they've got to go way up 18 feet to get you over that dune and down to the water. So I got to see the drawings of what this ramp is going to look like. Again, we're spending billions of dollars for a once-in-a-lifetime storm. Now, had it happened again last year or the year before in New Jersey here, you'd say, I guess we got to prepare for this. But it was once in a lifetime. Now, all these monies that are being spent are your monies. Nobody hit the lottery here. These are tax dollars going to this use, whether it be the 18-foot dunes in Seaside Heights, and I just want to say Seaside Heights. This is going to run right along the beaches of the Jersey Shore, from Seaside Heights, Seaside Park, La Valette, Ortley Beach, all the way up. You're going to have this monstrous 18-foot dune. Now, again, had this happen every couple of 3 years or so, you'd say, well, yeah, we got to do something. but it's once in a lifetime. We've never seen anything like that before. Now, there have been nor'easters, which basically hit the Jersey Shore area, but they've always survived the nor'easters. You know, there was some heavy wind and rain, there'd be some damage. Nothing to the scale of Sandy. Now, in Seaside Heights, you know, they talk about, you know, the Atlantic Ocean and the flooding. The flooding didn't really occur from the Atlantic Ocean. It was the bay, as they tell me. You know, that was it. So, Pat, don't worry so much about the ocean. It was the bay that flooded out Seaside. And the whole town wasn't underwater. Very, very few portions of Seaside was underwater. It was a hell of a night. But Mantolocan took most of the damage down there. Seaside Heights fared pretty well. The boardwalk got beaten up. Some of the properties, nothing to the level of what happened in Mantolocan. Like every home in Mantolocan was destroyed. So I'm not even sure Dune would have protected that, because, you know, Dune's not stopping the winds. And, you know, the water, it'll stop. But even along the shore area where they put the floodgates in and the barrier walls and these corrugated steel bulkheads, they've broken. They've broken in storms nowhere near as fierce as Sandy. Just your run-of-the-mill nor'easter. So I'm not sure we're spending the money the best way. Again, if it was something that constantly happened, you know, it makes sense to spend billions of dollars trying to protect us again from it. But again, it's once in a lifetime storm. I'm 60 years old. We had nothing like that before. Nothing like that has ever hit Hoboken or Jersey City. Jersey City's City Hall, which has been there forever. You know, I forget what year that thing was built. Actually, it served its purpose. We probably should have a new City Hall. The records were always stored in the basement. It was, you know, far away from the Hudson River waterfront. Well, in Sandy, the water got in there and it flooded a lot of our records out there. Bobby Burns was, you know, devastated with the amount of damage that occurred and the history that was lost. But again, in all that, I don't know, 100 years or whatever it is, 150 years of the City Hall there, they never had a flood like that. It was once in a lifetime. To me, I think we're doing a knee-jerk reaction to this storm. You know, we're going to spend billions. We're going to put barriers in here. And the barriers we're talking about, just Hoboken, a little bit of Weehawken and Jersey City. The water can go around. But if you're going to do the barrier, where's the cutoff? We're going to sacrifice Jersey City, West New York, North Bergen? Where's the cutoff of this? If you're going to build a wall somewhere, I guess we got to build it all the way. We don't want to be building any walls now, right? That's kind of controversial, wall building. I just think if it happened over 4 or 5 years or so, it makes sense to spend the billions and billions of dollars to ward it off. But nothing like that has happened before, and it may not happen again in our lifetimes. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show? Oh, the Hudson County Show. We'll be right back. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
Panepinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panepintoproperties.com. Panepinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Show. Now we're going to bring in my guest. He is running for mayor in the fine town of Bayonne. He's the former assemblyman there. My buddy, Jason O'Donnell. Jay.
How you doing, Pat?
All right, so a candidate for mayor, Jason O'Donnell. First off, why are you running?
Simple answer, Pat. I was born and raised in the town. I'm raising my family here, and I think I can do a better job.
A few weeks ago, when you first announced, I did a piece on the issues facing Bayonne. The revow, the upcoming revow, the PATH deal, the Port Authority deal, where they sold the future to plug a hole in this year's budget, the Suez water deal development at the MOT, Broadway shopping districts. Are any of those the main reason you decided to get into the race?
Well, sure, Pat. If you combine all of those things, they equal one thing. They equal a terrible outlook on our future. The development deals that have been struck under this administration will shortchange the taxpayers for decades to come. We have to get in and look at those and see how we can alter those and certainly change that practice. The practice of stealing from Peter to pay Paul has to end. These abatements and pilots that this administration has struck will shortchange our education system for the next 30 years. Think about that. 3 generations of children in this town will not get the resources that they need because of deals that were done over the last 3 years.
Are you against development at all in Bayonne?
I'm not against development. Absolutely not. You need to grow to survive, but it has to be smart.
Are you against development in Bayonne, Jay?
Absolutely not, Pat. We have to have development, but it's got to be the right development. It can't be 100% or 90% commercial, residential. We need to bring commercial development to the town and create jobs to stimulate our economy. The other thing is, Pat, it's not the development that's killing us. It's the bad pilot deals. It's 25 and 30 years that we're depriving the tax base and, more importantly, depriving our education system. You know, we all pay from the same dollar, and to say that we're only going to give the Board of Education 5% of the taxes on these deals is irresponsible. You're talking 3 or more decades of children that will not be able to get their fair share, and we all know full well what has happened over the last few years in terms of education funding. So we can't continue down that path.
Couldn't you just look at Jersey City for the mistakes made with pilot programs?
Sure. There's no question. Geography should play a role into it. Your proximity to public subsidized transportation like the light rail is. Look, I get it. Situation by situation differs. If it's a brownfield or there's a cleanup, obviously a longer term abatement may be required. But just because you're building here does not mean you should get a 30 or 25 year pilot.
Now in Jersey City,
the other thing, quite frankly, Pat, is bad deals. What have these developers given back to the
Jay, in Jersey City, Mayor Fulop tweaked the way we do pilots here.
Yep.
Each part of the city got a different pilot program, and Mayor Fulop is constantly tweaking it and tweaking it. What would you propose for the pilots in Bayonne?
Well, something very similar, Pat. Given our geography and given we're surrounded by water, there are different areas that should get different values on their pilots. More importantly, though, we have to negotiate better. Mayor Fulop was able to extract from developers through negotiations money to parks and money towards schools and money toward things that the community needs, senior centers and what have you. We have done none of that. We've walked away from the table with nothing. We haven't gotten jobs out of it, no long-term growth. And look, Pat, at the end of the day, somebody's got to pay the bill for this. And ultimately, it'll fall on the taxpayer. And it won't be next year or the year after, but in years to come.
The last I read that Bayonne is a distressed city property tax-wise. Do you see it getting worse?
Well, look, we have a reval coming up that's not spoken about by this administration. I intend to fight that reval. If I'm elected, I intend to fight that reval and push it off. Pat, we have an economic crisis here in Bayonne for the last at least decade, and we need to right the ship. Our taxpayers can't afford to bear the burden anymore.
Don't make mistakes we made in Jersey City fighting a reval. Explain how you would fight that reval, because I know Mayor Fulop was just anti it.
We haven't begun work on it yet. I'm just saying, not fight it. It has to be done. I get it, but we need more time.
In Bayonne, as I'm asking Mayor Fulop in Jersey City to figure a way to protect our seniors and the disabled from a reval, how would you do that?
You know, Pat, we have to look at it. We have to actually get in and figure out how much commercial and industrial properties we've lost to see what effects the reval are going to have before we can go out with a plan to protect seniors and the handicapped.
Well, let's jump over to the MOT. What would you change there? Because that's almost like a fluid situation in Bayonne, because like every 6 weeks you hear a different plan. What would you do different in the MOT?
Well, the first thing we have to look at is if you're going to say we're going to put a Costco there and surround it with high-end development, I don't think that formula works. I don't think people that are going to buy a high-end condo or townhouse are going to live in proximity to a Costco. Let's be quite frank. It's not going to happen, especially a Costco that's going to be pumping diesel and gasoline. That means truck traffic and car traffic. You're not going to live amongst that. So we have to go in and look at those agreements and see what ones work for that property and see what ones don't work for that property. But again, these were deals signed by this administration in what I believe is a haphazard way, just to put points on the board.
Broadway. What would you do to begin a renaissance there on Broadway?
Well, look, Pat, you know, we have to bring population here. So that's why I'm not against development. We need sustainable population to, in fact, shop in these stores. But it's going to take salesmanship. We're going to have to go out and lure them here. There's no doubt about it. But we can start by making it cleaner. There's no question about that. And I don't think you'll find too many residents that don't agree with me on that. We need to make it safer. We need to bring back the walking patrols on Broadway so that people know that at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 6 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night, they're safe to walk the avenue. So those are two things we need to do right away. I think if once we start that and we start to build our economic base again, I think the rest of it will take care of itself. Look, the other problem we have is geographically, it's almost 3 miles long. The business district isn't going to sustain 3 miles. We don't have the population for it. One of the things we can do is encourage residential development along that corridor, much like Hoboken. If you live on Broadway, you're more inclined to walk down and do your shopping there, albeit whether for newspapers or breakfast or dinner. But I would encourage more second story and third story development on Broadway.
So residential on top, retail on the bottom floor?
Yep. Yeah. We have that in certain sections already.
As you continue on in your quest to become the mayor of Bayonne, we're almost out of time here. We'll see if we can bring you back every couple of weeks or so you can bring us up to date on your campaign and what the issues are. And anytime you want to address the fine people of Bayonne live, we can do it just like this, hopefully without the little quirks that we had in the video stream. Jay O'Donnell, I'll talk to you later, and thank you for your time.
Pat, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. All right, we're going to break for commercial. That is candidate for mayor in the fine town of Bayonne, Jason O'Donnell. We'll be right back.
Meineke Car Care, conveniently located at 700 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, half a mile north of County Road. Meineke bumper-to-bumper car care. Brakes, exhaust, oil change, wheel alignments, batteries, CV joints, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by and let Sammy check your brakes for free.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunnelly Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show. Pat O'Melia here, you concerned Hudson County resident there. Now, I do another show on Tuesday, Jersey City Show. It's hard for me to remember what show I'm doing sometimes. I'm so used to saying Jersey City. But this is the Hudson County Show. So if you're wondering, listen, we're doing it live. Channel 190 on Comcast in Jersey City, livestream.com, Facebook, YouTube, Apple TV. We're Google Chromecast, Roku system. We are everywhere live. Download the live stream app. You can watch me on your smartphone. You can watch on your iPad or your tablet, whatever you want to watch on. Morristown, this just happened today. A Morristown school canceled a Halloween parade for the students, elementary school. You know, the kids would come in with their costumes on Halloween, and, you know, Halloween, I think it's a Saturday this year, isn't it? I think so. And so they would come in like Friday, I think. And they would parade around the school or outside or inside, wherever. And it's just a fun thing for elementary school kids, you know, 7, 8, 10 years old, 11 years old. But not in Morristown. They have canceled the parade, the annual parade, because not all the kids in the school celebrate Halloween or come to school in a costume to celebrate Halloween. So we're going to cancel it all because not everybody participates in it. You know, there's a lot of things not everybody participates in. We don't go canceling it. Not everybody participates in our elections. We have some of the worst election turnouts, in Jersey especially. You know, we're lucky if we cracked like 22% sometimes. Maybe we should cancel all our elections because not everybody participates in it. So we should cancel it. You know, because, you know, what is that thing from Star Trek? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. I don't know, maybe we should put that as in the walls of these schools, you know. The majority enjoys celebrating Halloween or Easter or Christmas or 4th of July, whatever event it is. Let it go. It's kids. Let kids be kids. You know, let's cancel Thanksgiving because not everybody eats turkey. Let's cancel math class because not all the kids like math or are good at it. Because not everybody's going to participate. And if we can't get everybody, we should just cancel it. If 80% participate but 20% don't, well, then we got to respect that 20%, so we'll just cancel it for everyone. That's what's wrong with our society. I don't know where we got on this track where we try to please everyone. You're not going to please everyone. It doesn't happen. It's like I say in Jersey City. You know, whatever you're trying to do in Jersey City, nobody gets the whole loaf. You know, you get a half a loaf, maybe 3/4 of a loaf sometimes, and nobody gets the whole loaf here in New Jersey or Jersey City. It's the same thing here. If somebody doesn't want to participate, doesn't mean we cancel the whole damn thing. It doesn't make sense, especially when it comes to kids. You know, it's like sports. You know, there's sports in schools. You know, there's baseball, basketball, football, hockey, volleyball, tennis. You know, recreation is great, but not everybody participates. Do we cancel all that? Of course not. These are the people that are teaching our kids. And because, you know, who knows why they would cancel, what this principal is thinking, but this is the person that's responsible for the education of our children. And because some kids don't want to participate, you know, for whatever it could be, I don't know, you know, they're not into, my wife's not into Halloween. Because my wife's not into Halloween, we shouldn't do Halloween. There are thousands of kids are going to be out on Halloween. Now, we're going to do some reads on Halloween in North Bergen and in Union City. I think Jersey City, we might have some of that up here. Because the majority of the people want to have a little fun. It's just some enjoyment for the kids. They get to dress up as Spider-Man or Thor, Iron Man, Pretty Pony, Wonder Woman, whatever. It's just so the kids have fun. They go knocking on doors. I don't know how many kids trick-or-treat anymore. Not like the old days. You know, like I said on the Jersey City show recently, you know, for 10, 12, 13 years, something like that, I used to do the big Halloween show. But really the parents became the biggest pain of doing that show. Because we'd have like a live stage show. And the parents could be like an hour. You'd have jugglers, magicians, and all that, singers, that sort of thing. And the parents, an hour? How can we sit here for an hour? Well, it's a friggin' stage show. And you had the contest at the end, you had raffles, but the parents couldn't deal with that. Then they'd rip through the trick-or-treat bag, and there might have been a peanut somewhere near it or a potato chips. My kids can't eat that. So because your kids don't enjoy something, we have to cancel it for everyone else. Stop effing trying to please everyone, because you're not pleasing anyone doing this. All you're doing is hurting the kids who enjoy Halloween, which I'm sure is, if I had to put a percentage on, at least 70%. But they're going to be deprived of a fun day at school. Yeah, another shot to use their costume, besides Halloween. Yeah, some of these costumes, some of these parents are pretty elaborate. And some of these costumes cost a good buck, too. You've deprived these kids of another chance to enjoy Halloween, extending the enjoyment of Halloween. Yeah, we can't have choices anymore. I can't make a choice because if this other person doesn't like that choice, we shouldn't do it. Oh, I'm not going to do it, so nobody does it. Yeah, I tell you, I don't know how we got down this politically correct track, and this is just politically stupid. This is just socially stupid. Yeah, where does that stop? If not everybody, if it's not 100%, we can't do it. Well, I'm going to tell you something. In our country, nothing is going to be 100%. It's always going to be that one. There's always that one dentist. You know, that 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this. There's always that one dentist. You're never going to get 10 out of 10 dentists. It's the way it is in our country. You're not going to get 100%. So stop trying to appease everyone. That's probably the word. Instead of saying please, appease everyone. That's the word I should be looking for. This is a case of the politically correct world out of control and out of touch. Really, you want to cancel a Halloween parade because, 10, 20% of the kids in the school don't come in costume. So what they're going to have now is some puzzle day. They're going to have puzzle day in the school. Wow, does that sound effing exciting, right? Puzzle day. All the kids will do puzzles. There'll be puzzles around the school. Let kids be kids. Let them enjoy their childhood. Don't try to dictate how these kids should enjoy their time. Just let them enjoy it on proven, traditional, enjoyable events. Halloween, 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these things that kids have enjoyed for years and years. And the sad thing about it, the people who are making these decisions are the people who are entrusted with teaching our kids. Maybe there's an answer to some of our problems right there. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. We'll be right back.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show, and you are watching it live as it happens on Comcast and live stream and everybody, all our other streaming partners. Now we want to bring in our Hudson County High School sports reporter from the Hudson Reporter System, Jim Haig. Jimmy.
How are you,
There
Pat?
he is.
How are you doing today?
Well, I'm kind of bummed out. The Giants stink. We lost Game 7 of the Yankees. Cheer me up with some high school sports. Tell me what happened in Hudson County this weekend.
All right, well, St. Peter's Prep had a huge victory Friday night. Take that back. Saturday afternoon against St. Joseph's. This is coming on the heels of losing to Bergen Catholic the Saturday before, 41-14. And I don't think anybody in their right mind thought that they were going to be able to bounce back and beat St. Joseph Montvale, who had already beaten Bergen Catholic. And lo and behold, the Marauders were losing 17-7 and came back and won the game 21-17. Thanks to, again, clutch play by Masai Maynor, their quarterback, who is getting better as the weeks go on. And now the Marauders are 5-2. And I would have never thought that was possible, especially after watching them get destroyed by Bergen Catholic the week prior. So they showed a lot of intensity and a lot of guts and a lot of intestinal fortitude to be able to bounce back and to be able to beat St. Joseph Montvale on Saturday afternoon at Cave and Point Cochran Stadium.
What other games caught your attention?
All right, well, from a Hudson County standpoint, Union City had a big win against Bayonne on Friday night. They were trailing 28-21 with about 4 minutes left to go in the game. Isaiah Reyes, the running back, then broke one for a touchdown that tied the game at 28 with about 2 minutes left. Bayonne got the ball back, and for all intents and purposes, it looked like it was headed to overtime. And then Bayonne fumbled the ball, and Isaiah Reyes picked up the loose ball and raced 35 yards in for the touchdown that gave Union City a huge 35-28 victory, and that win propelled Union City into the state playoffs. And talking about the state playoffs, two local teams took huge hits over the weekend, and I think both are now out, but they were borderline state playoff teams, and now unfortunately I think both are out. One of them is Snyder, who lost to Paramus Friday night at Caven Point, a game that they could have won, but they turned the ball over 7 times and lost 21-14. And you just can't, in high school sports or any football team, you can't turn the ball over 7 times and think you're going to win. And then the other one was Dickinson, who, yes, was flirting with the idea of being a state playoff team just 5 years after eliminating the program. And they unfortunately lost to Fairlawn 42-21, and I think that killed Dickinson's state playoff hopes as well. So 2 crushing losses for Jersey City public school teams that had state playoff hopes, and I think now both are out, and this is the final week of qualifying before the state playoffs begin the second week of November.
Now, getting back to Snyder, 7 what were the turnovers? Fumbles, interceptions? That is an
3
extremely
fumbles,
high
4
number of
interceptions.
turnovers.
Yeah, 3 fumbles, 4 interceptions. It was not good. Shame on them because they had a chance to win this game, no question. I thought they were the better team, but they turned the ball over 7 times and just not going to win. And sure enough, the last turnover, with about 4 minutes left, led to Paramus's go-ahead touchdown, and that's how the Tigers lost the game. It was terrible.
Well, I guess you got to give some credit to Paramus. Their defense obviously hit hard, and they played the field well. They picked the kid off, what was it, 4 times you said?
Yeah, I think it was more of Snyder mistakes than it was Paramus's defensive prowess, because a lot of the fumbles were missed handoffs and the interceptions were tipped passes. I mean, it was just a conglomeration of errors by the Tigers, and it's a shame because they've come a long way since Ray Marshall took over as the head coach 3 years ago. And last year they made the state playoffs for the first time in 30 years, and they were this close to getting back-to-back state playoff berths, and now have to have this game end those hopes is terrible.
Now, since we're doing the Jersey City edition right now, let's go back to Dickinson. It's 5 years now they've been back with a football program after
That's
dropping
correct.
it altogether?
Altogether. They dropped it. They were not competitive, and they had lack of numbers, I'm going to say about 7 years ago. Then a former alum, Carlos Rodriguez, wanted to bring back football, so he pushed the Board of Ed to make sure, saying that he would come back and coach the team if they had to. And then he did it for 1 year. They brought the program back, and then they had a coach for a couple of years who the team was, fairly competitive, but not great. I think they won 3 games, was the most. And then this year they won 4 under a new coach, David Cruz. And unfortunately, they lost that crushing game with Fairlawn on Saturday, and that pretty much ended their playoff berth.
Now, is there a commitment to football from Dickinson now?
I think there is. I think the athletic director, Rich Nesbitt, wants to see Dickinson have a competitive football program again. I think they're doing the right thing. They did the right thing in hiring a young, energetic coach in David Cruz, who wants to make this team win. Cruz is a product of those great Hoboken programs that were coached by Ed Stinson back in the 80s and 90s. And he's instituted the Delaware Wing T. So that's probably the best way to get competitive as fast as possible, is to have an easy offense like the Delaware Wing T, where it's all repetition and doing the things over and over again. So they're making strides in the right way. I just thought that this last week was just a win that they had to have, and unfortunately they didn't get it.
Well, it's something they can build on. All right, what are we looking? We got a minute left. What are we looking forward to this weekend?
All right, well, this weekend we have the Hudson County Cross Country Championships at Bayonne Park. And from a boys' standpoint, it should be an absolute war in terms of their 5 different individuals that could win. You have Kevin Keegan from St. Peter's Prep. You got Fayed Nasser from McNair Academic. And you got Benedictus Bigo, probably the best story of the season, from Snyder, of all places, competing for the top prize amongst the boys. The girls is wide open, but I think a girl from Hudson Catholic has got the front end to win there. And as a team, I would think you could look to the young team at St. Dominic Academy coming through and winning the county championship once again.
Next week, you'll bring us what the results were?
Absolutely. I'll be as all over the place as best as possible.
Jim, I'll talk to you next Tuesday. Thank you. All right, we're going to break for commercial. That was Jim Haig from the Hudson Reporter System. He covers all the Hudson County high school sports. We're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments. See emergency room wait times and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show. Pat O'Melia here. You concerned Jersey City resident? Oh, yeah, you can be a concerned Jersey City resident. Yeah, you can be a concerned Hudson County resident. Weehawken resident. Union City resident. North Bergen resident. Guttenberg. I think there's only one resident in Guttenberg. It's kind of small there. West New York. Yeah, that's fine. All the cities, Bayonne. Be concerned. Be involved. Speaking of concern and involved, we were just talking about at Morristown Elementary School that canceled Halloween. Let me show you how Halloween should be done. North Bergen. Want to go to North Bergen first, guys? What are we talking about here? This is from the fine Nicholas Sacco. Which one are we doing first, guys? Put me a graphic up there so I know where I'm going. Nicholas Sacco. This is the trunk and treat. I don't know if I have the trunk and treat here. This is the Halloween parade. Here we go. North Bergen's hugely popular trunk and treat. I never heard of one of these before. Returns to the Recreation Center from 1 to 3 p.m. on Saturday, October the 28th. Kids are invited to come in costume. See, you get another bite of that apple in North Bergen. Not just Halloween, the 28th. Your kids could get more use out of that costume. Because after Halloween, you're not going to use the costume again. The 28th, kids are invited to come in costume. They collect treats from vehicles decorated in full Halloween splendor. These are cars decorated up for Halloween. Actually, I got to get some pictures of this. There will be a pumpkin patch. There will be games with prizes. About 24 vehicles have already signed up here in North Bergen, with more to come. A prize will be awarded for the best trunk. Register your vehicle to attend by calling 201-392-0229 or go to North Bergen's town website, and you can get all the information. This event is presented by Mayor Nick Sacco, the Board of Commissioners, NB Cares, the North Bergen Police Community Policing Unit. And you're going to have a good time. And that's what Halloween's all about. Supposed to have a good time. The kids are supposed to have a good time. It shouldn't be a politically correct event. It's just kid stuff. Next, what do we got? Trunk and treat. This is the Halloween parade. I got it right here. Halloween parade. This is sponsored by Mayor Nicholas Sacco and Parks and Public Property Commissioner Hugo Cabrera. I haven't seen Hugo in a while. Actually, you go to our website, HMG TV shows, go to North Bergen. You'll see Hugo talking about some of the recreation stuff. We got to get Hugo back in here. The annual North Bergen Recreation Halloween Parade is at 6 o'clock, Tuesday, October the 31st. Oh, Halloween's on a Tuesday. I thought it was on a weekend. Tuesday, October the 31st. The parade kicks off at the Recreation Center at 6300 Meadowview Avenue. It will be followed by an evening of great Halloween fun, including petting zoos, pony rides, train rides, pumpkin picking, and photo opportunities. Boys and girls ages infant through 9 years old are invited to put on your costume, join the party. Goodie bags will be given out, so all the kids get a trick-or-treat bag, goodie bag. You get to use your costume again. You get your money's worth out of that costume. Where are we going here? Oh, Cy Rayo and her library. This is a very active library. All right, this is Haunted Stacks. Is that what we got? Or is that the Halloween? You got two different ones here. Which one am I doing here? Haunted Stacks? Okay, Haunted Stacks, and the next one must be the other one. Okay, Haunted Stacks. After chilling the blood of patrons uptown, Haunted Stacks comes to the North Bergen Free Public Library, the Kennedy branch, at 4:30 on Tuesday, October the 31st, Halloween. Visit the frighteningly fun haunted house and join the family-friendly magic show. The Kennedy Branch Library is located at 2123 Kennedy Boulevard. For more information, call 201-869-4715, or again, visit the website, the North Bergen Public Library, nbpl.org. Next one, this is, let's see. This is Tuesday, the 31st at 4:30. Here we go. Just when you thought it was safe to visit the library, Mayor Nicholas Sacco and the library director, Cy Rayo, present the annual Haunted Stacks event, 4:30 on Friday, October the 27th, at the main library at 8411 Bergen Line Avenue, Main Public Library, 8411 Bergen Line Avenue. Come see what lurks in the creepy catacombs of the library. There will also be a family-friendly magic show, a movie screening. For more information, again, call this public library that does everything. I'm sure they might even have a book in there because they're a pretty active library. 201-869-4715, or again, go to the website, nbpl.org. Get all the information. Mr. Sacco obviously likes Halloween. All right, where are we going over? Union City? Union City, Brian Stacks Halloween Party. And this is on Tuesday, Halloween, the 31st, of course, at 4 p.m. at the Jose Marti Freshman Academy, 800 Summit Avenue, Union City. And what's Brian got going on here? He's going to give you some do's and don'ts. Let's see, do's and don'ts for Halloween safety. Hats and scarves securely so they're not to obstruct the child's vision. Be certain costumes, wigs, and heads are flame resistant, or are flame resistant. Check the length of the costume, the fit of the shoes to prevent falling. Give your child a flashlight so that he or she can be seen. Advise your child not to eat any candy unless you check it. Decorated costumes and bags with reflective tape enhances visibility. Use cosmetics as a mask. Don't cover the kid's face. That's what he's saying. Young children should be accompanied by an adult or an older responsible child. It's free admission. That's, again, is at the Jose Marti Freshman Academy, 1800 Summit Avenue, Union City. Starts at 4 o'clock. Fun, safe, entertainment for the kids. You can't ask for more. And you got, the two guys. I was waiting for Richie Turney. He's got a trunk and treat event going, but I didn't get the copy in time. This is what Halloween should be about. These are guys that get it. Mayor Sacco, Mayor Stack, they understand that the kids want to have fun. They're going to dress up in the costumes, and like I said, you got numerous dates here in North Bergen for the kids to wear their costume. And some of these parents go all out. Some of the kids also assist in making these costumes, or they're buying these costumes. And instead of just using it for that one night, you get a few more bites of that apple. And if you're in North Bergen or Union City, you got a lot of events around Halloween for your kids. You can't ask for more. and it's all safe. It's free, courtesy of Mayor Nicholas Sacco, and in Union City, Mayor Brian Stack. All right, we're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show live, Channel 190, live stream, YouTube, Facebook, all those fine streaming services. Public service announcement here. Tonight in Jersey City on Channel 190 is the mayoral debate one-on-one, Mayor Stephen Fuller versus Bill Massacutis. Those two are going to go at it. Debate starts at 6 o'clock, runs to 7:30. It's here in the studio. Originally, we were going to have it at the Landmark Lowe's on Journal Square, but there was a problem getting the broadband installed in time. It may be there now, but we didn't have enough time to test it and do what we needed to do to make sure everything worked. So we moved it to the studio here. We did all the council debates in the studio. So this will even be easier. We only got two candidates, very much like the Ward B. We only had two candidates for the Ward B council debate, so it'll be nice and easy. This is probably going to be the definitive debate. It is moderated by the Jersey Journal's Terrence McDonald, and I'm sure you're going to be informed and entertained here. We'll archive this so you can go back and you can look at the candidates, listen to their answers, listen to the questions and answers again, so you can make an informed decision on November the 7th. Don't forget, there's more than just municipalities. You got the county elections. You got the governor's election. You got the state senator elections. You got the assembly election. It's a little too much for Jersey City. We got all this going on. And, of course, you in the rest of Hudson County, most of you do have your elections in May, except for Hoboken. They got a mayoral election there. My buddy Stick Romano is running. I would look closely at my buddy Stick Romano. I'll probably do an endorsement before the election for Hoboken. Kind of already telling you where I'm going with that. Now, for the fine people of North Bergen, Bayonne, and Jersey City. Now, Jersey City, we know this pretty well. It is it's the Christmas television special featuring the best Christmas decorated home contest. Now, in Jersey City, I think this is the 15th year we've been doing it. North Bergen, I think they're on their third year. Bayonne is now on their second year. We go out and we film the best decorated homes. It behooves you, and it's important that you do this. Either email me or tweet us the address of your home. Don't depend on our spotters, because it's real easy to miss a house. These towns are fairly well. Listen, you talk about North Bergen. Well, it's not a big town of Bayonne, like 3 miles over there. Jersey City is 12 square miles. It is real easy to miss a home if you don't know where they are. All the side streets, you got some great decorated homes, we can miss them. If you're a serious decorator, and listen, if you're putting a wreath on your front door, you don't stand a chance. You got to be a serious decorator to win. Now, listen, in North Bergen, you're going to get $1,000. 3 grand prize winners get $1,000. Jersey City, 3 grand prize winners get $1,000. Bayonne, they're still behind us a little bit. They're only going to get like 500 as it stands right now. That may change. But if you're a serious decorator, you really got to do it up to get $1,000, tweet us, or email us. Go to HMG TV Shows, your address, so we can get out there and film your house. again, don't depend on our spotters. Now, here's some of the do's and don'ts to take a little bit from Brian Stack, but I've been doing do's and don'ts with this Christmas contest and special for a long time. And there is a television special that is part of the Best Christmas Decorated Home Contest. In North Bergen, you'll see Mayor Sacco, myself probably, some of the commissioners, and you'll see all the homes during that special. Same thing in Jersey City. You'll have Mayor Fulop and maybe myself again. I am the host of these things. You'll see all the homes. Same thing in Bayonne. Now, a couple of pointers here. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Don't depend on our spotters to find your home. Go to our website, send me an email, or tweet us so we make sure we get your home in the contest. Use colorful lights. Anybody who puts only white lights on and decorates their home in all white, you're not going to win. Not going to happen. Christmas is colors. Don't cover the address of your home. You know, people decorate, you put Santa Claus in there, and you put them over your address, and we can easily make a mistake awarding the contest. And by the time we come back to award these winners, the decorations may be gone, so we may be giving your neighbor the money. Decorate your windows. Do not leave the windows empty. When we film, they may look good to you, but when we film the homes, they look like dark voids on your house. Decorate them. If it's so much as putting in a couple of candles in there, the photosensitive ones. As soon as it gets dark, they light up. Don't overdo it with inflatables. Anybody figures, let me throw about a dozen inflatables in my front yard? Not going to work. Put some creativity in that. And I'll remind you, North Bergen, Bayonne, and New Jersey City, if you didn't win last year with the theme that you use and the design of your decoration, it's a good chance you're not going to win this year. You want to change it up. And we're in October talking about it. Think about it. You know, Home Depot has some great Christmas decorations. You got that Bethlehem Christmas decoration place. Amazon, you can peruse Amazon and get the up-to-date, the most attractive decorations you can. Listen, you're getting good bucks here. Spend some of it. But it helps yourself. You enjoy Christmas, you enjoy decorating, get the best decoration. Again, if you didn't win last year with your theme and your design, you're probably not going to win this year. Change it up. Turn the lights on from 6 p.m. to at least midnight. Buy a timer. These timers are cheap. You get a good timer for like $6. I don't know how many times we've gone back to film a home and the lights aren't on. And there's a home that was going to be in the running, but didn't have a timer, so somebody didn't plug in the lights. You lose. Don't have Santa in the nativity scene. Yeah, nothing worse, and it just breaks, you know, the whole pattern of your house, where we have the nativity scene there, and you got Santa Claus, some inflatable Santa looming over it. You want to have Santa, put him on one side, put the nativity scene on the other. Santa and the three wise men shouldn't be together. Doesn't work. Separate them. But these are the things you need to do. Most importantly, do not depend on our spotters to find your home. Now, I'm sure North Bergen, Bayonne, Jersey City will have this on their town website. We're waiting for Brian Stack in Union City to get back to us if he would like one of these. All right, we're out of time. You've been watching the Hudson County Show. You be good, you be safe. I'll talk to you Tuesday on the Jersey City Show. Good night.